So fans have really made their impressions, made their point on the Washington Commanders uniforms after seeing these uniforms for a couple of seasons now. They have pretty much said they're horrible. And welcome back to another video here on the podcast. This is the Washington Football Maniacs podcast. I am your host, Greg Sykes. Nice to meet you. This channel is dedicated to news and commentary for the Washington Commanders. So if you're down with that, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also when you do, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any other video releases. Hey, sometimes a lot of us have these months where things are just so difficult financially wise. We have to make some sacrifices here and there. Well, our partner Mint Mobile will help you to not make so many sacrifices.
Look, if your family is anything like mine, you have probably at one point or another have had to make some major sacrifices. Maybe you've had an unexpected medical bill pop up, or your car breaks down. Maybe you're just trying to have some money saved up for your child's education. Well, that is why I'm so intrigued by Mint Mobile, who this video is in partnership with. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. I could get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. I could even bring my phone along with my current phone number, contacts. I'm telling you, I am sacrificing absolutely nothing. Everything that you can do with your big-time cell phone service, you can do with Mint Mobile. So how hard is it to switch your service? I switched to Mint Mobile in less than 15 minutes. How did I do it? Well, it was easy. I just used my phone's eSIM card. 15 minutes later, let me tell you, you are up and running. You're making phone calls, you're using data. But Greg, my phone is a little bit older. I don't have one of them eSIM doohickeys. A doohickey. Oh, okay. Well, you don't need an eSIM doohickey. If you don't have an eSIM doohickey, Mint Mobile will send you a physical SIM card for free. That's right, for free. So if you want to save a little money on your wireless without making any sacrifices, why don't you go to my link in the description below. It is trymintmobile.com/maniacs to get started on getting premium wireless service for as low as $15 a month. And this is when you sign up for a 3-month plan. And get this, new customers, if you sign up for a Mint Mobile plan before May 31st, you will get a 6-month subscription to Paramount Essential on Mint Mobile. Visit Mint Mobile today. Link will be in the description below. Now back to the podcast.
Yeah, please visit that link below. I think we can save you a lot of money. And hey, you get Paramount Plus for 6 months. You can't beat that. So the Washington Commanders, the funny thing is that, since it's the off season, we have to find something to argue about, right? And so, after a couple of years, seeing the Washington Commanders in their new uniforms, of course, the alternate uniforms as well. Those what I call the Steelers uniforms, the generic Steelers uniforms. I thought I was going to really like those uniforms, but I don't. I just don't. Now I know I'm in the minority over that, but I just I'm a traditionalist, right? I think that the Washington football team, whether they call them the Commanders, Redskins, or whatever, that they should always be burgundy and gold. That's just my opinion. But, people are talking about this, not just this uniform combination of the white jerseys and the burgundy pants, but, they've even complained about the burgundy jerseys not really matching with the burgundy pants, not matching with helmet and that sort of thing. But, people have just not really liked the white jerseys at all. The burgundy jerseys, they don't like those either. And you do have some who really love the black uniforms. Me personally, I don't. But, again, I'm in the minority over that. But a lot of folks were talking about today that they feel that the Commanders need to change the uniforms. If you're going to stick with the Commanders, you're going to stick with the W on the helmet, which is fine. At least make the jerseys, the uniforms altogether a little bit better. And honestly, people have said I like I like this better. And I don't know if you can really see that on the screen, but um, they like the Washington football team combination because it's pretty much it was pretty much the Redskins uniforms without, of course, the Indian chief on the side. But they feel like if you put that with the helmets, the present helmets, it looks a lot better. And I would probably agree with that. I think that you didn't have to make this wholesale change because it's too NFL expansiony. Just taught you a new word, expansiony. I just feel that, uh, and hopefully I'm a voice for a lot of other fans as well, that the new uniforms just are horrible. Overall, they're horrible. I don't like them at all. I can deal with the W on the helmet. I think that looks okay. But I don't think you really need it to make this wholesale change with the uniforms. I know at the beginning, people were all excited when they were seeing like these little um, hints and previews of bits and pieces of what the uniforms are going to look like. And they were all excited about that. And then when the uniforms came out, they were like, eh. Of course, a lot of people will look at the jerseys and be like, this looks like the Arizona Cardinals. This doesn't even look like our color concept whatsoever. And of course, um, you have other fans who are like, no, it's just in person. It looks exactly right. It's the way it's supposed to be. And of course, you're seeing these things in pictures and probably different resolutions and things like that. Yeah, I don't like the stripes on the sides because yeah, certainly from pictures and stuff they looks like it's silver. And I know it's white, or at least I guess it's supposed to be white, but it looks silver to me. Silver has nothing to do with the Washington Commanders color concept. Um, I don't like the black outlines of the numbers. Honestly, I think there should be more of the gold, the yellow gold, and that I think would have helped these jerseys some. But overall, I just think it was some changes that you didn't need to make. And I think a lot of fans, there's a lot more fans who are voicing that opinion. And to be honest with you, the opinions that you see on social media is just a small minute of opinions that overall Washington fans have had. To be honest with you, overall Washington fans still like Redskins, and they're always going to like Redskins. And it doesn't matter what demographic you talk to. Everybody I've talked to um, has said that they still call them Redskins when they're at home, or they still call them Redskins altogether. And so they miss that look. They would love to see the chief back on the side of the helmet. They would love to see the regular uniforms come back again. Yeah, you look at the pants. I'm missing that white and gold stripe going down the side. Um, Overall, yeah, I don't think it's been a great look at all. And I know there's always going to be a small minute of people who's going to be like, you have to move on. And maybe it's not as small as what I'm thinking, but I think there's a lot that, even though that there's a lot of fans who are like, I've moved on, I'm calling them commanders for, full time, no matter if it's in the privacy of my own home or whether if it's, you know, it's out in public in order to be PC or whatever. Um, I'm calling them commanders. But even a lot of those guys will be like, yeah, I don't really like the uniforms. They may like the black uniforms, but they don't like the regular, either the burgundy or the white uniforms. They feel like things need to change. And I've seen so many concepts with the present helmet and the Washington football team uniforms, and to me, that looks a lot better. That looks like the team that I grew up watching, and yet you have the W. Personally, I think that's okay. I think, if we're looking at a team that's going to stick with Commanders for the long term, then I think that would be a much better approach at, keeping the tradition as well as going with something new. But sometimes going with something new just to change isn't always the best approach. And I don't think it was the best approach with this either. And we'll talk about more about how it wasn't the best approach for the team to go with Commanders. But overall, you can go with a name that's not so great, but yet you can still have a good visual concept. I don't even think winning is going to change any of that, because you look at Patriots fans. There's a lot of Patriots fans that love the old helmets, the old color combinations of the uniforms, stuff like that, and they just love it when the Patriots would do the throwbacks on those. I grew up watching the Patriots with that uniform. I had to admit, when they changed the new uniforms, I was like, yeah, I kind of like that. It's new, it's sleek, but it just goes to show you that a lot of fans around the league like tradition. They don't like for their teams to make too many changes, and certainly Washington fans have had to endure a lot of changes, both with within the franchise, within the team itself, and names and color combinations and uniforms, and we just simply don't like change. So, and I guess I'm just one of them. Call me a stick in the mud, or maybe you agree, but I think that we should. I like the idea going back to the Washington football team uniforms, and sticking with the present modern day helmet with the W on the side. I can roll with that, folks. If you're as boring as I am, hopefully you'll give this video a like, you'll share it, and with that said, I will see you in the next one. Take care, folks.